we have to find our sweet spot. I don't know exactly the answer, but I mean, I think that the sport should work diligently towards that goal.
In an unexpected turn of events, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a towering figure in the world of bodybuilding and a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, has taken a stand that's sending shockwaves through the sport. Known as the greatest bodybuilder of all time, Arnold has shifted from being the sport's biggest advocate to its most vocal critic. In a recent, impassioned speech, he expressed deep concerns about the future of bodybuilding, a field he once dominated and profoundly transformed. This unexpected critique from a man who has contributed more to bodybuilding than any other has left many asking, why is Arnold challenging the very sport that he helped build? Is it possible that the bodybuilding legend has lost touch with his roots, or is there a deeper message in his words? Is he feeling overshadowed by the new generation of bodybuilders, or is his concern born from a place of genuine love and foresight for the sport? These questions hover in the air as the bodybuilding community grapples with Arnold's startling remarks. Join us as we delve into the heart of this controversy, unraveling the intentions and implications behind Arnold Schwarzenegger's surprising shift from champion to challenger.
I think that the sport of bodybuilding is at a crossroads. I think that the sport of bodybuilding could go through the roof and become part of the Olympics, become an Olympic sport, and accepted by the general public in a huge way, and be on television and be on everything. Or it regresses back again to become a subculture where it's only for a limited amount of characters, like it was in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I think we worked very hard to get it out of that in the 70s. And we were successful in convincing people that this is a beautiful body. But now, just as people got used to buying in that this is a beautiful body, the bodybuilders and the professional sport of bodybuilding has gone that next step, where all of a sudden the body does not look as acceptable, simply because it's too big, it's too enormous, and it doesn't have any talent behind it. So therefore, when you look at the stage of a bodybuilding competition or of a woman's competition, you see performances that will make you just say, oh my God, how did they do that? Flips and splits and posing and dynamics and great looks and choreographed things that is so entertaining that you can easily sell on television.
This perspective aligns with observations from the bodybuilding community, where the evolution of the sport has been marked by increasing muscularity and size, often at the expense of proportion and aesthetics. The bubble gut phenomenon, where bodybuilders exhibit enlarged abdomens, is a notable example of this trend. This development is seen as a departure from the golden era of bodybuilding, exemplified by athletes like Frank Zane and Arnold himself, where balance, symmetry, and a classical physique were celebrated.
But when you have guys come out one after the next to just go, they barely can get their breath together, and then they hit the shot, and then the stomach hangs out, and the neck is 23 inches, and the calves are 18. The proportion is gone.
Arnold advocates for a return to these classical values, emphasizing the need for bodybuilding to rediscover its roots in aesthetics and proportion. He calls for a change in judging standards to promote a more balanced and appealing physique, one that inspires rather than alienates. His vision is for bodybuilding to become a mainstream, respected sport once again, potentially even part of the Olympics. Interestingly, there's a growing sentiment within the bodybuilding community supporting this shift. The rise of the classic physique division is seen as a positive development, offering an alternative to the mass monster ideal that has dominated the sport. This division encourages competitors to focus on a more balanced, well-proportioned physique, reminiscent of the classic bodybuilders of the past. The hope is that this new direction will not only preserve the sport's legacy, but also attract a new generation of athletes and fans who appreciate the beauty of a well-sculpted, athletic body. The future of bodybuilding, as envisioned by Arnold and echoed by others, is one where aesthetics, symmetry, and health are at the forefront, steering the sport away from extremes and back towards its artistic and athletic roots.
in the old days, you always had to bring something else to the table in order to be a champion. And so I think that if it continues this way, we will have more and more people shy away from that and say, I don't want to look like that. And the more we go the other way and find a way where it is the sweet spot, and then we will go through the roof. It will be unstoppable. We will continue the growth that we have experienced, and I think that we will continue, the selling of magazines and the food supplements and all of the stuff that is becoming now so popular and is becoming so huge. So I hope that we find that sweet spot, because bodybuilding is just such an extraordinary activity, such an extraordinary sport, so healthy, so good, that we can really have a great impact on fighting obesity and continuing with our fitness crusade.
In summary, this combined perspective reflects a desire for change in bodybuilding, calling for a return to the principles that originally made the sport great. Arnold Schwarzenegger's advocacy, coupled with the evolving views within the bodybuilding community, suggests a bright future for the sport, one that honors its heritage while adapting to contemporary ideals of health and beauty. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey. Until we meet again, may the spirit of bodybuilding continue to inspire and evolve, just as it has since its inception.